The Department of Government Efficiency has announced that they want to cut 8% from Pentagon or from the Department of Defense budget. Here are 13 ways that money can be saved, billions from the Department of Defense. Number one, GSA Advantage. That is a huge, giant waste of money. The way it works, it's the only advantages for the contractor that is selling crap to the government. And what they do is they'll buy stuff off of Amazon and they'll jack up the price, sometimes 4 times as much. And so then they get paid, and then it has to go through that single source. It's terrible. It's a huge waste of money. Let people be able to buy stuff off Amazon all the time if they need that stuff. I get it. It's supposed to go through certain groups to raise money for them. Number 2, stop dumping jet fuel over the ocean. It is a huge waste, and they do it so they get the same amount of jet fuel the next year. Yes, pilots do jump jet fuel over the ocean. It's a huge, nasty thing, and also it's a massive cost, one of the largest costs to the Department of Defense every year. 2022, over $10.3 billion was spent on jet fuel alone for the DoD, and the DoD is also the largest consumer of jet fuel. Then cancel the T-7 Red Hawk trainer. I get it. We need a new trainer for jet aircraft to replace the aging T-38s, but why not just use the Kai T-50 Golden Eagle? The Golden Eagle is made by Lockheed here in the United States. It's a Korean trainer. It has everything you could possibly need to be replaced. You could buy them right now for $42 million a piece versus the over $10 billion that has been spent already on this T-7 program. Boeing's just not ready to be able to handle a jet fighter. They do great stuff on heavies, but they're not able to handle this, and they're finding that out right now. Okay, number 4, the Department of Defense bans. There's 150 different bans that costs the U.S. taxpayers $300 million a year. Just cancel them. Do we need all these bans? I don't think so. How about make deployed members, number 5, carry their own cutlery, forks, knives, spoons. Notice people are going to hate that. Plates, metal cutlery plates. Other nations do it. It's very common. France is an example. Italy. France will have all their soldiers, they carry their own plates, cutlery, and they have to wash them themselves versus burning styrofoam, plastic, and hundreds of tons of that every year that's burned. It's nasty for the environment. It's a huge waste of money. All right, number 6, let active duty members use their tuition assistance to pay for a PhD, just like civilian counterparts. Civilians in the civilian counterparts that work for the Department of Defense can use tuition assistance that way. And if they get a grade below a B, big surprise, they have to pay for it themselves. Comes out of their own pocket. I think that's fine. The drug program, it's a massive waste. Civilian agencies can test much cheaper, faster. The Army sends their people out sometimes in some places to test that way. It's just not efficient in the Department of Defense. Most of medical can be replaced by civilian. It's number 8. Long, huge wait times. You shouldn't be waiting a month or more to be seen by your provider. It's a waste. Sorry, you can do that much easier if we had just used civilian providers. Computer-based training. There's tons of extra training, lots of annual training you have to do. It's a giant waste of time. Tons of man hours that are wasted in that and dollars that go into that. Show demo planes, Thunderbirds, Blue Angels. Sorry, cut them. We don't need show-off planes. Let's have planes that actually are out there training and actually are fighting. We need pilots? Great. We don't need to have a shiny show plane that's can't actually be used in combat. Awards programs all around, all services need to be retooled. Let's just maybe cut them back. Maybe just like an annual or something like that. Make male and female hair standards the same. There's no reason that they can't be. If you're going to have females allowed to have long hair, ponytails, great. You should do it for males and females. No issues with that. Would save a bunch of money on haircuts. If we're going to add anything else for morale, I would say boonie hats, combat shirts would be allowed to be worn stateside, not just deployed. They're awesome. They're comfortable. They keep the sun off of your ears, which, by the way, is the most likely place that people get skin cancer. Let me know if there's any other ways that money can be saved in the Department of Defense, and I appreciate that.